Darwin's shrieking denunciations and fear-mongering have created a climate of fear and suspicion across the country, raising the question in households across the nation. Who are the un-American Americans among us? Anywhere. Listed named by either Senator of the city or a congressman of their nation. President Eisenhower refuses to engage directly with the project. In a letter to his brother, however, Eisenhower explained, as for our country, only a short-sighted but completely inexperienced individual would urge the use of the office of the presidency to gain the political publicity he so actively desires. Time and time again, without our deep nation, I and many
I didn't hear you coming. You frightened me after death.
That's so embarrassing. Please, sit down first. Is everything ready? Good. Good! Also, is everything official? Dinner will be prepared at 7 p.m. Sharp. Very well then. You have no questions? All right. Let the game begin.
I'm not sure if I'm
Yes, indeed you are, Inspector.
Wait, how do you know who I
It
am?
is Colonel Mustard.
No, my name is Colonel
I
Lyme.
believe you recommended that tonight use a pseudonym.
Oh, no thank you. I took an antihistamine before I came.
May I take a note?
Oh, I suppose you don't mind if you do. Got it. Ah! Germans! Where?
That's what we Colonel, just the maid in the hole with the champagne pool. Champagne?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
This way, monsieur.
Ah, thank you. Are you expecting anyone else tonight?
Indeed I am, sir.
Come with me, Colonel.
With pleasure, my dear.
Do you know who I am?
Only that you are socialite to be known as the
Yes, it said in my letter, but why?
Mrs. White, may I introduce you? This is our maid, Yvette. I see you two know each other.
We've never met.
Sure, Colin?
I think not.
Please, warm yourself in the lounge.
Why will it cold?
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Pleased to meet you.
I'm rarely pleased to meet anyone.
Oh, yes. Mrs. Peacock.
Who? Oh, yes, that's me.
Good. Will you please take Mrs. Peacock's coat? I see you two know each other.
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen that woman before in my life.
Champagne?
My lips belong to the Lord.
Appetizers in the lounge, have you?
Her hospitality. There's a couple of Benjamins and those caramels for you, butler.
How sweet.
I expect to be treated like the wife of a...
How's that look? After you, Mrs. Peacock?
My, look at the detail of this molding. It's quite a magnificent mansion, isn't it?
Who are you? Welcome to the party.
This is turning out to be quite the crowd.
Is this the right address to meet a Mr. Body? Sit!
No, not do so. Please, come in.
Sorry. Excuse me, this letter has me feeling rather anxious.
You must be Mr. Green.
Yes, that's exactly who I am.
Welcome.
Oh, this isn't at all what I expected.
I find that you expect nothing, you're rarely disappointed.
Oh, I'm not disappointed.
One moment, sir.
Please arrive at 7:30 sharp on a Saturday evening. Well, here I am.
Professor Plum.
If you say so. Well. And I thought I'd seen everything.
Miss Scarlett, welcome. I didn't realize you and the professor were acquainted.
Or not. The bridge is washed out from the rain. My car broke down, and this professor offered to give me Well, it's a pleasure for you to see me. Woo, cocktail hour.
There are so many of you. I didn't realize.
Right, good then. You're here. Colonel Mustard?
Present.
Miss Scarlet? Mrs. White?
Yes.
Mrs. Peacock?
How do you do?
Mr. Green?
That's me.
Greetings. I'm Wadsworth the butler. Tonight is May Sunrise. Nobody is being addressed by the real name, sir. Courtesy the host has provided to ensure privacy. I suggest you follow his lead and refrain from giving too much about yourselves this evening. You never know when... dinner.
Sorry, I'm a little clumsy, I suppose.
Dinner? That was more like a cocktail minute.
Mr. Wadsworth.
You were saying you never know when. What?
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 This way, please. Dining room right this way. Really ought to keep the cook waiting. She can get rather nasty. Ladies and gentlemen, dining room right this way. You'll find your names beside your places. Please be seated.
That seat there, at the head of the table. Is that for you?
No, sir, I don't sit. I'm merely a humble butler.
What exactly is it that you do?
What's wrong, sir? Dinner is served. Thank you, cook.
What's all this about? This dinner party?
Ask not to reason why, but to do and die.
Die?
Near the culture, sir. Albert Lord Tennyson.
I prefer Kipling myself. Do you like Kipling, Colonel?
Sure, I'll eat anything. So, where is our host? Is that where he sits?
All in good time, sir.
What's that smell? It's something familiar. What is my favorite?
I know.
Bon appetit. This is delicious. This is yum, yum, yummy, yum, yum. Well, I guess I'll be the one to break the ice. I mean, I'll be the one to get the ball rolling. I mean, I'm used to being a hostess. It's an integral part of my life as the wife of... I forgot what else supposed to say who we really are, but... I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, but I'm rather intrigued. My, this soup is just delicious, isn't it? I know who you are. You do? I work in Washington.
Washington. So you're the politician's wife?
Yes, I am.
Who's your husband? Maybe I know him.
Well, he's Mrs. Whiteman, awful quiet. What does your husband do? Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, he just, lies around on his back all day. How lazy.
Not necessarily.
Oh, sorry. I'm a little accident prone, I suppose.
That'll be $5, mister.
Sorry.
Mr. Green, what is it that you do in Washington?
Oh, I better not say. I prefer to follow rules. Well, if I wasn't trying to keep the conversation going, then we'd all be sitting here in an embarrassed silence.
Are you afraid of silence, Mrs. Peacock?
Yes. No. Why?
Well, in my professional opinion, it seems you suffer from what we call pressure of speech.
Oh, is that an official diagnosis?
Are you a doctor, Professor?
In psychological medicine,
Do you practice?
not anymore. I currently work for the government.
Another politician.
Not exactly. I work for you know who?
Who?
The United Nations Organization, the World Health Organization.
You know who. It's an acronym.
I have a sister who's a gymnast.
You are a real colonel, aren't you?
I am, sir.
Aren't you going to mention the coincidence that you two live in Washington, D.C., Colonel?
How do you know that?
Oh, I've seen you before.
So, Miss Scarlet, does this mean that you also live in Washington?
Sure do. Does anyone here not live in Washington? Oh, and this is about the Red Scare.
I'm not a communist. I'm a Republican.
We've had about enough of this, Wadsworth. Who is our host, and why have we been brought here?
Speak of the devil. Pardon me, please.
Hey, I've got an idea.
Ah, yes.
Good thinking, Charlotte. What are we doing? So acoustic couplings between the door and the glass alarms from sound waves jump from one side to the other.
All the guests have arrived as expected, sir. Everything's going according to plan. The meeting is starting.
Oh, hello,
Wait,
Wadsworth.
Dorothy,
Good to
for
see you.
goodness sake, who is at the door? I demand to know what's going on.
Can I introduce anything fruit to dessert?
No.
In that case, may I suggest we adjourn to the study for coffee and brandy, at which point I believe your newly arrived host will reveal his intentions, or letters will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
Coffee? Brandy?
Thank you. I bet that'll be all.
Oui, Michelle. So, where is our host?
He's not here. Nobody's here. What's happening?
Cigarette? It'll calm your nerves.
I don't smoke.
For Wadsworth, open after dinner. It's for you.
Right, good then. I got it.
I make a good living.
Oh, out with it, Wadsworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, these instructions are clear.
That something is.
It seems the six of you have all received the same letter. For video advantage to be present on the stage, as a minister body will bring to end a certain long-standing, painful, and financial consideration.
Word for word, exactly what mine says here.
My letter said.
As it turns out, you all do have one thing in common.
That tyrant McCarthy! We're all being blacklisted, aren't we?
Close, Colonel. You're all being blackmailed. For some considerable time, all of you have been paying more than you can afford to someone who threats to expose you.
Oh, please, what's someone going to blackmail me for? I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to deny it? Until you've received your letters, you hadn't known it was blackmail. Now I'm sure that even the least discerning amongst you has determined that the man behind your ransom is Mr. Body himself.
It's Mr.
Oh,
Body?
it's-
What a scoundrel!
Who is this body fellow, you brutish butler?
Who Mr. Body is no concern of yours. Suffice to say, he's a supporter of the House American Activities Committee, and he feels your activities have been decidedly un-American.
Anyone who sells his fellow Americans is a communist!
Ask this evening is to expose you all, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretions.
But we hardly know each other.
Precisely.
Don't you think you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm afraid not. I'll start with you, Professor Plum. It says here,
This ought to be good.
it says here that you were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in pathological lying lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work with the government.
So your work has not changed. But you can't practice medicine anymore, can you? Your license has been lifted, correct?
Why? What do you do?
You know how male doctors aren't supposed to sleep with their lady patients?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, he did.
How old? You know, someday there will be a reckoning for men like you. I sure hope so.
Me too.
You're disgusting.
Are you passing for judgment, Mrs. Peacock?
Well,
How can you justify taking bribes in return for delivering Senator Peacock's votes to some lobbyists?
my husband is a paid consultant. There's nothing simple about that.
Not if it's publicly declared. But once you slip cash under the stall door at Old Evan's Grill, how would you describe that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
When were you in that men's room?
So it's true.
No, it's a vicious lie.
But you were paying the blackmailer for a little over a year now to keep that story out of the papers. Seems a little sticky, no?
Now see here.
Well, I am willing to believe you. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
So am I!
Not me. being blackmailed for. What did you do? I run a non-governmental agency that handles classified affairs. Affairs in Washington.
So, Miss Scarlet, is that how you knew Colonel Mustard? Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking Miss Scarlet.
Well, you tell him it's not true.
It's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
So, it is true.
Aha, a double negative.
Double negative. You mean you have photographs?
That sounds like a confession to me. In fact, I believe your double negative has led to proof positive. Colonel Mustard, I'm afraid you gave yourself away.
Are you really trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
You don't need any help from me, sir. Looks like you hold a sensitive security post in the Pentagon. Those negatives would most certainly compromise your position.
And what position were you in, Colonel?
This is an outrage!
Let's see, who's next? Mrs. White. You've been paying off the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances?
Say what you want. I didn't kill him.
Then why are you paying the blackmailer?
Well, I didn't want another scandal now, do I?
Another?
We had a very humiliating confrontation. He had threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to kill you in public?
I think that she had meant that he had threatened in public to kill her.
It was all over the papers.
Yet he was the one who died. Not you, Mrs. White. Not you.
He was found dead at home, unclothed. His head had been cut off, and so it is, you know. But I couldn't have done it. I was out all night at the movies.
What was showing?
A naked alibi?
A likely story.
But he was your second husband. Your first also disappeared.
That was his job. He was an illusionist.
But he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist.
And lastly, Mr. Green, who is...
I don't need you to unmask me, Wadsworth. I know what you're going to say about me.
What's that?
Mr. Green, who is a homosexual.
Not me!
Beg your pardon?
You asked who is a homosexual, and I said, not me.
Yes, thank you, Colonel. Unfortunately, Mr. Green, that's not what I'm referring to. There's evidence to support the question of your politics.
My politics? Since when is working for the Republican Party a crime?
You sworn oath to lead the Republican Party, but neglected to vote for Eisenhower in the last election. That's grounds for an ousting if there ever was one.
But voting records are confidential.
Everything has its parts, Mr. Green.
So there you have it. Have what? A crooked senator's wife, a malicious doctor, a disloyal Republican, and so forth. Not exactly adhering to an all-American standard of behavior, are you?
Depends on who you ask. But if this body fellow is such a noble citizen himself, why didn't you report us to the authorities?
And give up the opportunity to make a buck. Come on now, Professor. What could be more American than that?
Apple pie.
All right, Wadsworth. So we're being blackmailed by some renegade McCarthyist. Where does that leave us?
And where is this Mr. Body?
And what does he want from us?
Who cares? I'm not waiting to find out. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry, Miss Peacock. You stay in denial that you cannot leave this house.
I'm the wife of a great senator. You can't tell me what to do.
Locked?
Indeed. All the doors are locked, windows are barred, the ground is patrolled by vicious dogs. There's no way out.
Who's
Ladies
Joseph
and
Stalin?
gentlemen, may I introduce your host for the evening and your blackmailer for life, Mr. Body.
How do you do?
Private property, good people. I don't care. What's in it for you?
Mrs. White, in the study, with her knee.
Thank you. I've studied martial arts.
There's one more piece of information you may like to have.
What?
The police are coming in less than an hour.
The police? Why would you come in here in the first place?
Unless
Unless what?
you agree to double down.
Why would we agree to that?
Because if you don't, I'm going to put this briefcase, which contains all the evidence needed to expose your wrongdoings, in the hands of the police, the press, and the House Un-American Committee. With the right spin, those guys can make a commie out of anyone. I think some of you would face a lifetime in jail, and others a lifetime of shame.
How much is Khrushchev paying me for this?
Unless,
Unless what?
well, there is one thing you could do for me that would change the game. Something I just can't bear to do myself.
What?
Have a seat, please.
malt Scotch whiskey.
Oh, yes, it game's fun. Please, open up.
A candlestick? What's this for?
A wrench.
A lead pipe. A dagger.
A revolver.
It's a snake! Oh, no, it's just a rope.
Your hands each have a lethal weapon. Y'all came here tonight because you believe the evidence used against you is so terrible that you do anything to keep it a secret. I'm putting that theory to the test.
What?
Mr. Wadsworth here is the only other person who knows all your secrets, and is costing us all dearly to keep him quiet.
How do you mean?
I wouldn't have to double your payments if I didn't have to pay Wadsworth for his silence.
Wadsworth?
He may look suave and charming,
Thank you.
but really he's conniving and manipulative.
False.
Why do you think he's called the police?
You called the police?
Only because he instructed me to do so.
Did I? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can manage to get rid of Wadsworth, I'll have no need to increase your blackmail or expose you to the police.
Get rid of?
Does he mean to kill him?
In fact, you can eliminate Wadsworth,
Yes, I think that's what he
who
means.
not only knows all your secrets, but also mine. Then I'll eliminate your blackmail altogether and be done with this terrible business once and for all.
You would never.
Well, why make us do it, Body? Why don't you do the dirty work yourself?
Yeah.
Why should I, with a 6 year so uniquely motivated and armed?
What a patriot.
After all I've done for you. He's a liar. I'm one of you. I'm the butler of an indentured servant.
You know your friend? Don't make a scene, Wadsworth. It's over. The police are on their way. Now's your chance. The only way for you guys to end your blackmail and avoid finding yourself on the front pages is for you to kill Wadsworth. Now!
It's Mr. Body! Oh, thank goodness.
Is he breathing? Stand back! I'm a doctor! He's dead.
Who have you got?
I did. So you shot him. I didn't. Well, if you didn't, then who did? The lights went out and the next thing I heard there was a shot.
There's no gunshot wound.
He's right. There isn't.
Look, there's a bullet lodged here.
Eagle eye, Miss Scarlet.
But if the bullet's over here, then how did he die over there?
I don't know. I'm not a forensic expert. Something else must have killed him.
One of us must have killed him.
Well, don't look at me. I didn't do it. Maybe he was poisoned?
Poison!
Someone had to stop her screaming. Was the brandy poison?
How should I know?
Looks like we'll never know.
Unless she dies too.
Wasn't it? Who's screaming? A vet? Vet, are you alright?
Yvette, are you alive?
So the murderer is here?
Where?
What took you so long?
I'm an old woman who may or may not have been poisoned. It's amazing I'm anywhere.
I heard you all in this study. One of you is the killer. How could you hear us in this study?
I was listening. There was a tape recorder in the study connected to the other room. But your body asked me to record your conversation.
Why would he ask to do that?
For more evidence, of course. You revealed your secrets to Wadsworth in the study, and now they are all recorded.
Where are the tapes? I've got to get them.
Who cares about the tape? What about the body?
What body?
Body's body! But Yvette, why were you in there screaming all by yourself?
Because I was frightened. I drank the cognac and maybe I am poisoned too.
Plus,
One of you is the killer and Rachel Body is dead.
We have to figure out which one of them did it.
What do you mean, which one of them?
well, I didn't do it!
Well, one of you did. I would have killed you myself,
body at our first brownstone. Plus, there's such a homely feel.
It's the cook with a dagger in her back!
Someone must kill her!
Oh, I didn't do it! This makes two.
To what?
Murders. I hate murders!
I think you better explain yourself, Wadsworth.
Me?
Well, who else would want to kill the cook?
Dinner wasn't that bad.
How could you be making jokes at a time like this?
It's my defense mechanism.
Some defense. I wasn't a killer. I'd kill you next. I said if. There's only one admitted killer here, and it's not me. It's Miss White.
I've admitted nothing!
You paid the blackmail. How many husbands have you had again?
Mine or other woman's?
Yours.
5?
5.
Yes, just the 5. Husband should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable.
Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who had the dagger?
It was Mrs. Peacock.
Yes, but I set it down.
Where?
In the study, any one of us could have picked it up.
Well, I
You think I
I
like
That's my Mr. Green!
Somebody please help me!
Good Lord, Mr. Green. You really ought to learn to speak up better for yourself.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Gentlemen, may I suggest we take the cook's body into the study?
Why?
Well, for starters, when the police arrive, if they find this, who will be in custody and under suspicion for murder? Murder! Second evidence online, let's keep going.
Where's the body?
Who are you all staring at?
Nobody. What?
Your body, Mr. Body's body is gone! Maybe he wasn't really dead.
He was.
We should have made sure.
I thought I had.
So, was he dead or wasn't he?
Maybe he was dead, but someone moved him.
Who would move him?
And why? How should I know?
Well, if he's not here, then where is he?
Excuse me. What was I saying? Is there a little girl's room?
We put down.
No, I just want to powder my nose.
There's a toilet outside the room.
Oh, I don't mean to alarm anybody, but we do currently have a small issue of 2 dead bodies, 1 missing, 1 present, and the imminent arrival of the police.
The bridge is washed out. That should buy us some extra time.
I don't want extra time. I am trapped in C's house. Please, matter us.
But once the police arrive, the rest of us are doomed.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking that there's nobody else in this house?
No.
So there is somebody else in this house.
Oh, no, sorry. I said no, meaning yes.
No, meaning yes.
Yes.
Look, just give me a straight answer.
Oh, don't look at me.
Wadsworth, is there anybody else in this house? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is or no, there isn't?
Yes.
There seems to be some confusion about whether or not there's anybody else in this house.
There isn't.
There isn't any confusion or there isn't anybody else?
Either.
Just give me a straight answer!
What was the question?
Is there anybody else in this house?
No!
That's what he says, but does he know?
What are we going to do about the missing dead body of Mr. Body, a cook with a dagger in her back, and all these easily accessible weapons? The rope, the revolver, the candlestick, the wrench, and... Hey, where's the lead pipe? Stand back! I'm a doctor. He's dead. That's what you said the last time. I believe in second chances.
Mr. Body. Dead. Again. I think I'm gonna faint. I'll catch you. Sorry?
Mrs. Peacock? Yes, where did this happen? In the bathroom, I opened the door, and there he was. At first, I thought he was attacking me until I realized he'd been propped up against the door, just waiting to fall on someone.
Who would do such a thing?
It takes a a lot of guts to kill someone twice.
What we call overkill.
But why?
What makes a difference?
It makes a difference to
It
him.
makes a difference to us. We've got to find out who killed him, where, and with what.
Seems like it was probably the lead pipe.
10 points, Professor Plum.
What game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
You! The lead pipe belonged to you.
Yes, but I dropped it while we were running to the kitchen.
Who dropped some murder weapon?
I didn't know it was a murder weapon when I dropped it.
So any one of us could have picked it up?
Yes, any one of us could have picked it up. But who did? Who did pick up the lead pipe? Brutally murdering Mr. Buddy and leaving him dead and bloodied in the bathroom. I mean, who could have possibly done that? Who?
Pull it, Butler! While you lose your marbles, I'm over here trying to do something useful. Have you all forgotten about the evidence against us?
The evidence!
Mr. Body's briefcase is locked.
There must be a key.
Mr. Green, would you be so kind as to check Mr. Buddy's pockets for the key to the briefcase that contains all the evidence used against us, so that we may destroy it once for all?
Why me?
Why not?
Well, all right.
Where'd you get that?
I don't like germs.
Or fingerprints?
No, really, mostly it's just germs. Oh God, it's so warm. Got it. Give me it.
It's empty.
Empty!
Then where's all the evidence?
I told you Buddy was a liar. Had all the evidence in his briefcase, my foot.
We must find that evidence.
And destroy it.
Evidence against us aside, first things first. We're currently in a room with 2 dead bodies.
Sie kommst also, eh?
I suggest we move the corpses to the couch so they look less dead.
Some party this is turning out to be.
Right. Please don't get guts on the ground.
Solid battlefield technique, Professor Plum. Never leave a man behind.
Daggers are heavier than they seem, aren't they?
I wouldn't know.
Right. Me neither.
Oopsie daisy.
Here, prop her up.
Aren't you all strong and durable?
Good. Now they just look asleep.
Right, well, what about this room full of murder weapons?
I've got a idea. Put the murder weapons in the back.
What good will that do?
I'll zip up the back.
Pretty sure most murderers know how zippers work, Mr. Wadsworth.
Okay, fine. So I'll put it in the safe.
Great! Where's the safe?
In the hole.
I don't see a safe. Is that an original trumbull, Mr. Wadsworth?
Those are quite valuable. Now is not the time for art appreciation.
Ooh, a safe hidden behind a painting. How original.
There, locked.
What?
Now, what exactly do you plan to do with the key, Wadsworth?
I'll put it in my pocket for if you're the murderer. I'm not, but what if you are? I have an idea. We're going to be key outside.
Oui, à l'extérieur.
But it's raining.
À l'extérieur.
I'm not suggesting we go outside. I'm suggesting we open the door and throw the key outside.
But you have to open the door, wouldn't you?
I would.
But what if the killer's outside?
Better out than in.
Yes, we want to keep him outside. We don't want to risk letting him back in and killing anyone.
But maybe if the killer's inside and we open the door, we'll encourage the killer to go out.
The killer seems to be doing a fine job of opening and closing doors all by himself. I don't see how us opening the door for one tiny second could possibly make any sort of difference.
And if we throw away the key and the killer catches it, then the killer will have the key that we're trying to confiscate.
I think we might be overthinking this. I'm going to throw away the key. Follow me.